guy's going to step in right away and really help boost up that Miami rushing attack. It's been down from past years.
Yeah, 21st in the league last year in rushing for the Miami Dolphins. Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams aren't getting any younger. Great pick by the Miami Dolphins to definitely boost that running game. Passing starts with the outside with the tackles. Running game, it's all about the interior lineman. They picked the best one in the draft.
Yeah, definitely Mike Pouncey, a fantastic value at the 15th spot. One of the best, as we said, interior offensive linemen still left. Let's throw it back now to Studio A. What is the atmosphere there, Mr. Eugene Daniel?
Hey, guys, the people, as you can tell, they're going crazy over here, man, over this pick from Miami and just over the draft in general. We're halfway through now, so they kind of recognize it, and this is where the fun starts, man. And as you can see, we're keeping it live here, even though we're in the 16th pick. We're an hour and a half into it, but everyone is excited and ready to see how the end of it unwinds.
Good stuff, Eugene. Always great to have some rowdy fans sticking out through the tougher stages of the first round of the NFL draft. And right now, the Washington Redskins, who were at number 10, moved back to 16 after their trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Prior to the start of the 2010-2011 season, the Washington Redskins looked for new leadership. The team had only ever found Super Bowl success under one coach, but ownership turned to another coach with Super Bowl pedigree and brought in former Broncos head coach Mike Shanahan. Looking to find his marquee quarterback, the Redskins traded within the division for Eagle great Donovan McNabb, a man who has come so close but failed to earn the Lombardi Trophy. However, the season was marked by failure. The failure of Mike Shanahan to motivate Albert Haynesworth. The fall of Donovan McNabb from grace. And the continued inability to protect the quarterback. But there were signs of hope. Pieces that could be building blocks to compete in the NFC East. This draft will be key for the Washington Redskins.
This draft will certainly be key for the Washington Redskins, though they were content to move down to the 16th pick. In return, once again, they get the 16th overall pick, which had been the Jacksonville Jaguars property, and the Jaguars' second-round pick. The Jaguars, as we saw, moved up to number 10 to draft Blaine Gabbert, possibly their quarterback of the future. Speaking of quarterbacks, Greg and Kurt, let's throw it to you guys.
Thanks again, Joey. Quarterback issues were definitely present in Washington last year as the drama continued on with Donovan McNabb and new coach Mike Shanahan. Kurt, a lot of issues kind of happened between the newly appointed savior of the franchise in McNabb and the newly appointed savior and the coach, Shanahan. What do you think is going to happen with that situation this season?
You know, there were some definitely casual issues in Washington, to say the least. And I got to tell you, it's really too bad because I think Donovan McNabb could have done really good things for this franchise. Unfortunately, that bridge has been burned. They need to move on from that situation. You know what? The quarterback is not here at the time. The value is not here. Colin Kaepernick, please don't pick him. It's not time. He's not ready. I think they should go defensive tackle, Illinois, Corey Liuget right now. Replace the shoes of Albert Haynesworth, who, let's just say, didn't work out in Washington.
Yeah.
I think it would be a nice addition to this team.
You know what? I definitely think that quarterback's not going to be the pick here, considering they could have taken that quarterback at 10, but they trade back. It seems as though they have defense on their mind. You know, we keep saying his name, but gosh, this guy is still at the board. Prince Amukamara is still on the table. He could go to Washington as well.
He could. He could go. It would be a great pick. I can't argue with that. But for me, it would make sense to replace Albert Haynesworth, bring in a great guy like Corey Liuget, who can really anchor that defensive line for years and years to come. I think that'd be a great pick right here for Washington.
Well, guys, could we see a fifth quarterback go here? We don't think so. Let's hope not, because we're running out of them right now. Send it back to you.
We are running out of them, Greg. That would be yet another surprise in an evening full of them. Let's go now once again to Eugene Daniel, who has an opinionated Washington Redskins fan with him.
Guys, I'm with Connor, who's a Redskins fan. Now, Connor, where do you see the Redskins going with this pick?
I see them going defense. I know we need a quarterback. I know that's what they were just talking about, but Andy Dalton at this spot, no. So we need defense. We had a lot of trouble stopping everybody on the ground and through the air last year. We need somebody to stop people.
Well, there you have it, guys. Redskins had a season that they definitely did not plan for. A lot of stars on that team that just didn't pan out for them. Let's see how the pick goes.
Connor, that's a great way to put that. The Washington Redskins need someone to stop people. Couldn't have put it any better myself, but they may have been looking quarterback. Let's look once again at the best five available from Josh Norris. Prince Amukamara, boy, you hope that guy's all right now. You know, as much excitement as there is on the draft, there's also tragedy when a young man falls down the board like Prince Amukamara is falling right now. Number 2, Corey Liuget, someone else we thought would be off the board by now. 3, Cameron Jordan, the defensive end from California. 4, Daquan Bowers, boy, has his stock fallen in the past month and a half. And 5, Brooks Reed. Guys, Kurt and Greg talked about the defensive line needs for the Washington Redskins, maybe someone opposite Brian Rakpo. Where do you think the Skins should go?
I think if you're the Washington Redskins, you've got to focus upon that defensive line. You talked about some of the players you possibly would have pinpointed earlier in this draft are gone. The top wide receivers have already been taken, top 6 picks. In this point, you've had 4 quarterbacks taken. Maybe Andy Dalton or a guy like Ryan Mallett's your answer. If not, you've got to go to the defensive lines where the best talent is still available. A guy like Corey Liuget makes sense there.
Tom, got to cut you off. The pick is in right now for the Washington Redskins at number 16.
With the 16th pick of the 2011 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Ryan Kerrigan, defensive end, Purdue.
Kerrigan, a guy the Jacksonville Jaguars are looking at the 16th spot. Same spot, different team for Ryan Kerrigan, a guy with a very high motor.
Absolutely, Joey. And you mentioned that's the thing that stands out about Ryan Kerrigan on film is his motor. He's a nonstop player. He's been very productive in his 4 years at Purdue. He's got good size, 6'4", 270. He's going to play that defensive end position, be able to rush off, or he's going to play the defensive end position, rush off the edge for the Redskins. This pick makes sense. Not the best fit there, but he is a high character, high production guy.
Yeah, I agree. Great alongside Brian Orakpo, just beefing up that passing defense even more. That was 31st in the league last year. Great secondary, as we know, Laron Landry, Carlos Rogers, D'Angelo Hall. Now they have the pass rush as well. So I don't think we should have to talk about a poor Redskins passing defense for some time to come. Confused why they passed up on a nose tackle like Corey Liuget because you would kind of expect them to go to middle with Brian Orakpo on the outside. But now they have him on both ends. I'm not really sold on Ryan Kerrigan personally. Probably wouldn't have taken him so high, but that's the Redskins pick. Traded down for him.
That's right, Billy. High character, but not a lot of high upside for Ryan Kerrigan. But let's see what our Washington Redskins fan thinks.
All right, we're back with Connor. What do you think about this pick?
I love it. We need somebody on the defensive line. Kerrigan is obviously somebody on the defensive line. It's a great pick for us. Guy with a high motor. He's going to work hard. It's a great pick.
You know what? I think the Washington Redskins are watching this program, and they heard you. I think that's exactly what happened. They heard you. And you know what? As they're watching, as we want to believe, continue watching. The New England Patriots are on the clock. We'll see how the rest of the 2011 NFL Draft turns out after this commercial.
And the Candyman is back. You know the Candyman is back.
Check out this chef, right?
So gay.
Please don't say that. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Good nutrition can lead to great things. Find out how a healthy lifestyle can help your child succeed.